what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Eric from the Beemer Fam, and today we're not doing a video on the M5. We have this sick Mercedes CL63 AMG. I really like to call this thing the Darth Vader mobile. As you can see, it just looks mad. So I want to give a huge shout out to Kev. He's letting me use this car for the video. But today we're going to find out exactly what this thing is about. We've done a point of view video of this car in the past. Also, this car has come to us to a few car events and has joined us along with the convoy. But today we're going to go in depth, talk to you guys about what it's like to drive it, what it feels like, comparing it to M cars, other AMGs that I've driven, and just pretty much seeing what it's all about. So as far as exterior design goes, we have this nice lip that he added right there. It gives the whole rear end more of a girthy stance and a girthy look. And on top of that, we have the quad exhaust tips with the oval design. And then we have this nice rear diffuser that has the 3 dolphin fins, I like to call them, or the shark fins, right in the middle. So it gives it an aggressive look, especially when you get down low. But when you're riding behind it in traffic, it looks really good. This is one of my favorite looking Mercedes AMGs of all time. And it's definitely one of my favorite driving Mercedes of all. You know, that's the rear end of the car. And then we come over here and we have these beautiful, I believe these are 20-inch wheels. Yeah, I believe these are 20s, if not 21s. And we have a nice finish on the wheel. If I can get up close real quick. It's like a metallic, almost like a gunmetal gray. Extremely beautiful, matches the car perfect. I wouldn't go with the aluminum finish. If anything, I would go black or this color right here. And you know, it's nailed it. It's perfect. And then we have the chrome trim along the windows. We have these little air pockets. The normal CL's bumper is different than this. This one is a little more aggressive, a little more airflow in it. And this is why I really say it looks like Darth Vader. You know, I'm gonna put up a picture of Darth Vader's helmet, like right here. You can see the comparison. You know, there's a lot in common. And we come around this way. We have the classic Mercedes logo right here, and then we also have the big star right there. Then we come over here, and then we have the window tint. It's on the side and then the back. This car is rocking a 6.3 liter naturally aspirated V8 from AMG. This thing crackles like hell. I really want him to straight pipe it, pull the mufflers off, or put some kind of exhaust system on it. But I'll put a few clips in for you guys so you can hear it. It sounds insane. Another thing I love about the design, it also has a nice little chrome piece right at the bottom. I think this would look really good in like a black chrome or even carbon fiber. They might have some pieces on the internet out there somewhere that may be able to replace this. But I think this car has a lot of options that you can change and customize, little pieces here and there, and really, you know, make it your own car, which is great. And then as we come into the interior, you know, this is classic Mercedes, big time luxury. We have these huge bolsters on the seat. Not only are they huge, but when you're taking a corner, they hug you. They actually move. They're animated bolsters. They move with you to keep you in place so you can become a stable driver and you're not moving around in the seat a lot. This is real good technology. Mercedes is known for doing that. But then right here we have the nice, I believe it's a titanium finish. Nice heavy feeling paddles, quality. I'm really loving the materials that they're using in this car. It's one of my favorite things about the newer Mercedes cars. So you can see the leather is beautiful. Each individual material is not plastic, it's not cheap. It's all high quality stuff, which is fantastic. And even the seats in the back have the AMG badge on it. And we look up at the sunroof, it's got ventilation in there as well. It's such a fantastic place to be. when you're pushing Autobahn speed. You know what I'm saying? So it's a fantastic interior. So I think that's enough talking about the exterior of the car. It's time to get in this thing and drive it. Whew. Man, yo Cav, I know you're watching this, man. This is a luxury mobile. Got the AC pumping right now, windows up, nice seats. Just feel like I'm sitting on first class on a jet. Fantastic. This is insane. It is literally a first class jet that can move like a fighter jet. It's fantastic. So this car has around 525 horsepower from the factory and around 465 foot-pounds of torque. So AMG is very known for how much torque these cars carry and how quick those rear wheels touch the ground and burn rubber. And this is great for people who absolutely love you know, hooning around and just having that muscle feel to it. You know what I'm saying? I really do believe that the Mercedes AMGs, especially the newer ones, are definitely German muscle cars. Nowadays they're starting to implement more turbos, smaller engines and stuff like that. This right here is a true AMG. It's got all the luxury, because that's what Mercedes is known for, is luxury first before performance. But it also has that mad 6.3 liter V8 in the engine bay, just ready to go. This car does 0 to 60 in around 4.6 seconds stock, which is roughly around the same speed as my E39 M5. But honestly, this car is so big, you know, it has a lot of weight associated with the car. Even though it has 525 horsepower, you still got to pull all the weight of a big luxury coupe. So, you know, this car isn't really made to be tracked like a, you know, an M3 or, you know, C63 AMG. This is a car that wants to give you the most technology, the most luxury possible, and then give you that performance as well. So the performance is really secondary in this car, as to where like the C63 it's primary. So, you know, you're really buying, if you're someone in the market for a luxury car, this is going to be up there with, like, you know, the M6 coupe, a Bentley coupe, in some cases maybe even a Rolls, like a Wraith or something like that, because the starting price of this car is around, you know, $150,000 to $200,000. So, you know, there's a lot of money associated with this car, but you're mainly paying for the technology, the luxury, and then the performance. It's, you know, it's a great package, but it's really in that order. You know, I've driven this car a few times before. Like I said, I did a point of view. Well, I guess that's test number one. This car does tend to eat cell phones. There we go. I've done the POV on this car. I've driven it a few times, and it is an absolute blast. But the one thing I've noticed about driving it this time again, because I haven't driven it in quite a long time, is how responsive the engine is. You really get to hear the growl and the girth and the grunt from the V8. I'm actually going to put it in manual mode so you guys can hear exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, the car is very responsive. It has newer technology, of course, in my E39 M5, and you can really feel it. The steering is quite light compared to other performance cars. Now, I've driven the C63 AMG from this era. If you guys also haven't seen those videos, go ahead and check that out. One thing that's mainly different from this car to that one is how tight the steering was on the C63, and it's fairly tight on this one, but it's also fairly loose. It's more of a, you know, luxurious feel. You can kind of just put it in drive and go. This is a kind of car you're not always driving in manual mode. Obviously, if you're a BMW driver like myself, you might be that kind of guy. But this is a car that you can just easily pop it in D, just put that wrist out the window, let the knuckles drag on the concrete, you know what I'm saying, and just cruise. Maybe bump some Sade, some Rick Ross, you know. I got in this car today, you know, my man's had Rick Ross already on standby. So you can get an idea, hold on. So you can get some kind of an idea as to where this car is marketed towards, you know, the kind of people who will drive it. So I just want to make sure that's very clear. This is not like a pure race car kind of feel. Now this to me was the real start of AMG's success. This car, you know, is really what started AMG's success, along with the C63. That era of AMGs in particular, but also just Mercedes in general, was what really did it for Mercedes. And from then on out, they kept building and building and building, just upping their game. And that's why nowadays you have such great cars coming from Mercedes. You know, even I would buy a brand new Mercedes, because it's a complete package now, as to where before you couldn't really say that. If we want to talk about why this car is worth so much, like I touched on it a little bit earlier, there's so many high grade materials in this, so much money involved in terms of the materials that are used, the leather, the upholstery. I think stainless steel and stuff is everywhere. I don't even know if I see plastic, maybe just a little bit on the turn signals. There's a very small amount of plastic, so I think that ties into the overall cost of the car. You feel like you're going really fast, but then you look down and it's actually, you know, it's a reasonable number. You're not really breaking speed limits like let's just say the new M6, or you know, cars that can do 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. You know, those cars are fun for, like, you know, the track, maybe the Autobahn. But if you're somebody who doesn't really want to get into too much legal trouble, this is really a great car and a great route to go. At low speeds, you know, you slam the throttle, you're definitely going to hear the birds chirping from the rear tires. I don't know if you heard that a little bit. That wasn't even full throttle. Having been around the cars I've been around, and then driving cars like this, so if you're like in the market for trying to buy an AMG, I just want you guys to understand, if you're like a very performance oriented guy, very, you know, motor enthusiast, M is probably the better route in terms of raw experience. It's changing a little bit now with the newer models. If you're somebody who wants, you know, more of a luxurious, easier to drive car, more relaxed, and just more comfortable, you're definitely gonna want to go with Mercedes, especially with all the technology that they're implementing now. It's really changing the game. I definitely want to get some exhaust time, some rev cracking with you real quick. So hold on, let's see. I want you to hear these pops. Just listen. Yo, this is one of my favorite motors, man. That sounds wicked. One more time. I'm sure people are looking at me like this guy's an absolute tool. Oh man, I can only imagine this car opened up with an exhaust system, or even the mufflers cut out, or something like that. It is absolutely insane. Hell of a car. Let me know what you guys think of the CL63 AMG. Please drop some comments. Make sure you drop a like on this video. I guess this is a video showing you guys why the car was worth what it was worth when it was new. Really cannot wait, Kev, until you freaking take these mufflers off or do something to the exhaust, because it is going to be one of the best sounding cars in Ann Arbor. I guarantee you. It sounds absolutely wicked. It's already looking insane, with, you know, the black mad spec, the Darth Vader look and everything like that. But, you know, when we start talking about some exhaust work to this thing, it's going to be unreal. So appreciate you guys for watching the video. It's been your boy Eric from the Beemer Fam. Make sure you subscribe, drop a like on this video, and, you know, if you're interested in the merch game, we're going to be dropping the white shirts here pretty soon. Make sure you go ahead and go to shopbeamerfam.com. Go ahead and browse around. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.